Yo, what's up everyone? I know you read the title, I know you're mad. You gotta give me a break today. I'm croaky, my voice croaky, I'm tired. You know, my exams are coming up, but I know a lot of you are mad and upset already, typing out your comments. I know a lot of you get mad at this stuff, but just listen to me, alright? Just hear me out today. I know a lot of you haven't even listened to this album, so just listen to it before you type your stuff up. Alright, this video is no jokes, by the way, straight face the entire time. I just want to talk. I want to go over 6 key areas that define an album to me as a 10. Artistic growth, themes, production, emotional impact, and remember, music is subjective, so don't get mad. A 10 out of 10 album means it's perfect, obviously. Nothing misses, everything hits, the theme is clear, the lyricism is perfect, the production is excellent, and the soundscape is established. I know many of you just throw this word around, and many critics, I see this a lot, like, Graduation is a 10 out of 10. No, it isn't. 2 misses. Oh, Ready to Die is a 10 out of 10. No, it isn't. It's got Friend of Mine. Debatably, Ready to Die is the closest thing to a 10 after this in my eyes. You know, the idea of perfection is so subjective. Hence why I consider this a perfect album. Just watch the video, actually. And please subscribe if you enjoy and leave your 10 out of 10 albums in the comments. I love reading the comments, and the closest thing you think is a 10 if you don't have a 10 out of 10 album. Let me just start. I want to give you some background, you know. Swimming is often regarded as the standout album in Mac Miller's discography and has been praised by fans and critics alike, except one critic, obviously.
I'm feeling a light to decent 3 on this thing.
Well, opinions on what makes an album perfect can vary widely. I think this is a well-liked album, but I don't think a lot of people say it's a 10 or a perfect album, but I think this is a certain highlight in hip-hop, especially 2018. Rest in peace, Mac. Let's just get into this. The first is artistic growth and maturity seen throughout. You know, this is a significant part, and it really is what kind of defines an album. You know, Swimming was released in 2018, following a period of struggles that Mac Miller fakes. The album reflects his growth as an artist and his willingness to explore many introspective and mature themes in his music. The lyrics dive into multiple topics, and like mental health, self-discovery, and self-acceptance. It resonates deeply with most listeners, and especially me. Hence, the reason I think it's a 10. It's really crazy to think how Mac has gone from Blue Side Park to this. This is probably the most important part, and this is what makes an album truly a 10. It's the inherent concepts and themes. This is what you need. Many albums forget about this and people call them 10s, but what's the concept? What's the theme? This album maintains a consistent and introspective theme throughout. The idea of swimming, metaphorically, is just navigating through life's challenges and emotions. The concept gives the album a cohesive feel and allows myself to engage with the music on a deeper level. And then this brings us into our next point, production and sound. The production of Swimming is dreamy and laid-back vibe, and it perfectly blends elements of hip-hop and R&B and neo-soul, creating this unique sonic landscape, bringing in features that perfectly complement this. You know, Mac Miller's exploration of different musical styles showcases his versatility as an artist. Like, going from 2009 to Jet Fuel is nuts. It's like, come on now. The next is emotional impact. You know, the vulnerability and honesty in Mac Miller's lyrics. A lot of hip-hop fans don't feel this the same way, and that's perfectly fine. Maybe lyricism and what he's talking about may not resonate with you as much, and that's completely fine. The emotional impact of this album, tracks like Self-Care in 2009 are perfect and resonate with listeners and myself who have experienced similar struggles and emotions. Obviously myself, I haven't ever felt these emotions on a similar level, but I'm just trying to give you a picture of what this album is. The next is the flow on this album. You know, Mac Miller's always been known as a frat boy sort of rapper, but the sequencing of this tracks on Swimming, it contributes to the overall cohesiveness, and the transitions between songs are so smooth, creates a flowing listening experience that can be enjoyed from start to finish. Swimming is timeless. I think listening to it, 5 years later, it hasn't got any worse, you know. I think if anything, it's got better. You can enjoy it more. And despite the sadness of Mac Miller passing away, it gives you more of a representation of what he was feeling. I mean, and the key thing that's left was the cultural impact, you know. We look at this a lot, especially with albums such as 808s and Heartbreaks and what defines them. But Swimming had a significant impact on the music industry, and Mac Miller's legacy, you know, will be around forever. So I would just like, and the final note I want to end off for this video is just the fact there's not a single miss on this track list. If I take a look at it now, and I can't find any errors. First, Come Back to Earth, a beautiful intro backed by amazing melodies. It's so raw and it's so perfect. Hurt Feelings is a banger. What's the Use is a banner. Perfecto is a slept on R&B, perfectly mixed song. Self-Care doesn't need an explanation. Wings is probably my favorite off the album. Ladders has some of the most beautiful instrumental tones I've ever heard. Small Worlds, TikTok song now, but still legendary. Conversations Part 2 has some of the most introspective lyrics that staple the album in its theme. Dunno, another instrumentally solid, very solid song that's propelled by its lyricism. Jet Fuel, probably the second best off this album. 2009, no explanation needed, and So It Goes, a perfect ending. This is Swimming in a nutshell. Swimming is my favorite album of all time, hands down. And well, now I may not go to it as much as I used to. I think it's still legendary and deserves the respect. Just let me know your thoughts on the video. If you liked it, if you disliked it, leave a like, leave a dislike. I don't mind, but I appreciate all the support nevertheless. Thank you.